I was gonna say, okay, we're now live. I want to give YouTube a few minutes to go out and send out the notifications to let everybody know that we are live. I want to thank everybody for joining in. This weekend, I told you all that we're going to do something a little bit different than we're normally doing. We're going to start talking to real entrepreneurs, and the entrepreneurs I'm going to be talking to. I could bring people in who businesses are already sustained, their businesses are doing well, and they got they got everything that they need, and just running like a well-oiled machine. With those, we get to see too much of the finished product, and with that, we get a kind of a misunderstanding of what business really is. We hardly ever get to see people actually putting their business together from as we say, getting it out the mud. So that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start bringing people on who businesses is coming up off the ground and getting started, and we're going to be talking to them because you all have done, as we say, y'all went and got it out the mud, and you all know what it's like to actually bootstrap a business. So we're going to start bringing in friends and families and anybody who's getting a business up, and we have a mastermind of over 1,000 almost entrepreneurs right now. And I'm sure if all of us get together, we can encourage people to keep going on, have them know some of the pitfalls that we hit. I saw earlier today people were typing in some of the stuff they went through in order to get their business up and going and get to where they're at now. And we're gonna do that just to run this series, just to encourage people, let people know it ain't all about um, how people present going to actually start a business. If you saw the thumbnail I put up, that thumbnail, that's a little Hispanic lady. She comes around to all of the different construction sites and stuff, and that's her little mobile food truck. She sell food right out the back of her personal vehicle, and she have people lined up to come buy it. So that's how you start a that's how you truly start a mobile food truck. Is the way she's doing it. She already got clientele, and she's taking it and she's bootstrapping it, and she's gonna eventually get to a point where she has a huge 25, $30,000 mobile food truck. Unfortunately, a lot of times with us, we get the information where people tell us we got to go out and get a loan for 40, $50,000. We got to have a huge business plan. We got to get all this stuff in order before we even get started. And then when we get started and we realize we don't like it, or we realize that we went the wrong way, instead of doing like she's doing, where she goes in and she actually get proof of concept. Today we have one of our family members in here. Ramsey Vance is one of our alumni, but he has a younger brother named Dr. Rashid Vance. And Dr. Rashid Vance, he has several businesses, and we're going to talk about his businesses and talk about anything that his how he put it together. If he's had any types of hiccups along the way, we'll see if we can help him out that way. And also just a fellowship. As entrepreneurs, you need different entrepreneurs to talk to. Just because you have so much going on throughout the day, you might not have people that can relate to what you're doing. So this is a place where we can come together, we can talk, and we all can celebrate the journey that he's going on. So I'm gonna let Mr. Rashid Vance introduce himself and his business. So go ahead, Mr. Vance, Doctor Vance. I'm gonna respect that doctor.
That's
This is a doctor right here. It's not honorary. This is a doctor. He earned it. But go right ahead, Doctor Vance.
okay. So what my business is, I have a clothing. I have a mobile gym. I actually looked at the model that the UFC has. Like most gyms, they can train people and they also sell their products. So my brother was like, well, if you do something like a gym and do sell products, people always told me just going to fitness, but no one ever really like told me what they mean by that. Like people was like, you can go up to fitness, you'll do real well. And I'm thinking, what, be a personal trainer? Because I'm a phys ed teacher, that's my primary job. And I knew I can do stuff on administrative and like be an athletic director, be a coach. But after a while, I just didn't have any more passion in doing it because I've coached, I've been a sports coordinator for the city, I ran basketball. I've had a lot of administrative jobs and had the teaching jobs, but I started getting older and I was like, well, if you take a big job, you'll never have anything under your name and for yourself. When you walk away from it, your money is going to stop. But if you can start a business, your money can keep going and you already have built something. So once the idea came to me, because my first business was actually a cleaning business with Danny King, it was a franchise. So when I did my taxes, my 3rd year with that business, I asked the tax guy, I said, how come I'm not really making any money? It's like I'm breaking even. I only make money if I'm working it. If I'm not working it, I just wasn't making any money. And the thing
Okay.
was,
Wow. Then that's something major there. Now with Jane King, was that not something that you had to buy into, like a franchise?
yeah, I had to buy into a franchise. Yes.
Okay. And with that franchise, did they give you any type of training on how to actually run your business, or did they give you training how to clean or anything?
They gave me training how to clean, and they tell you how to run it, but not really. They don't really show you.
Didn't show you. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now with that, you had to pay an upfront fee. Then you had to pay residuals every time you got paid or got a contract.
Yes.
They got of it.
Yeah, they take a percentage out every month.
Wow. Okay. All right. So that's what happened when you buy a franchise. But it got you. It got you somewhat in business. It got you into uh, uh, almost gave you a job. You couldn't walk away from it.
Correct.
It went around without you.
Correct.
Oh, okay. All right. So from there, the cleaner didn't work. So where you go from there?
Once the cleaning wasn't working, I actually happened to get real good employees. But the
Mhm,
problem was once I paid them, I really wasn't making any money. So I
mhm,
said, all right, I need to do something where my money can grow. So
mhm,
I started a mobile gym. I said, well, I
mhm,
didn't want to take out any loans because I had my doctorate, and so I was like, well, I already have like students, so I didn't want to
mhm,
like put myself in any more debt. So what I
mhm,
did, I would listen to my brother would have me listen to all these business guys. JT Hustle, he would have me listen
uh-huh,
to you.
mhm,
I would listen to Dr. David Ramsey, and I
uh-huh,
started reading the books. And so I noticed the debt that I had. I said, all right, I'm gonna get rid of all my credit card debt. I paid all that off. And then the hardest thing for me to do was to get rid of my sports car because I had a $30,000 Dodge Challenger. It was nice, leather. And so
uh-huh.
I got it because I was watching Shaft one day, and I was
Watch
watching
the
Shaft.
chef.
I liked saw the movie, and
Uh-huh.
so I lied to myself. I said, "Look, when you get this degree, this gonna be a treat to yourself. And you know, everybody gotta treat yourself, but when you treat yourself, sometimes you hurt yourself." And
Yeah.
I was paying almost I was paying $650 a month for this for this Dodge,
Yeah.
which is half of a mortgage in Baltimore. So
Uh-huh.
I said, "Look, get rid of this car and invest in the business." So I got a I was coaching. So Ramsey, my brother, said because I got a van, and he said whatever you do, don't get a van that you can cart people around. He said get a cargo van, and I
Mhm,
would listen to JT Hustle. I said, well, get a cargo van. You can start a mobile gym because I was originally going to do something different like a
mhm,
package delivery, and I said
mhm,
no, you need to go in fitness. And so I got this cargo van, and then people were selling weights because the COVID happened, and
mhm,
all the gyms were closing. So I
mhm,
was I was training people in the parks and my fighting coaches because I'm a MMA fighter with a belt. I have a championship belt, and so my coaches were saying, "Well, look, you can hang heavy bags up on trees in the parks and train people." So I
mhm,
started teaching people fitness and like martial arts skills in the park. And then the next thing was like, "Well, you need to sell your clothes." And another business professor from local from Baltimore, he said, "Listen, you do a lot of stuff, so put everything under one brand." And so the brand goal setter came to my mind because I was
mhm,
like, I didn't get my doctorate because I was the smartest person. It was just I just worked hard, and then I ended up winning the MMA belt, and I won that. I won it at 37 years old. It was just because I was just putting work in the gym. So I said, well, look, we're gonna call everything goal setter, and I wrote a book. I converted my dissertation into a book, which is not out yet. This book is going to be out in another month.
mhm.
So everything goal setter came into mind. So I started the clothing line.
Yeah, now
The
I want to tell everybody.
yeah,
Ramsey brought me brought me a sweatsuit. What type of material is that? Because that's the best material I ever felt
yeah.
on a
Listen, I'm gonna tell
sweatsuit.
you why. It's cotton mixed with some spandex, but no one can really get the material because the thing is, because I'm a phys ed teacher and I've
Mhm,
been wearing sweat clothes my whole life,
mhm,
it's kind of like all the stuff I normally wear, like all the clothing,
mhm,
is was sent to my company, and I need y'all to come up. I told them I need y'all to come up with something better than this because when you teach, I'm one of them teachers that's active. I play with the students, so my
mhm,
principal always say I don't never want any of my teachers to come to work with wrinkled up clothes.
mhm.
So my stuff is never gonna wrinkle up. It is just
Right,
real good. You can wash it, You can put it on. It almost feel like you don't have any clothes on you. So it's real good material. I'm big on material. So because I was already wearing, I was wearing everything. Like every type of sweat clothes is out there that's good. I know about it. And so when I started with cheap material. But I was training ladies in a local gym, and one of them said, "Listen, if you want to really sell, because I didn't have a big following on Instagram or anything, she said, if you want to sell, you don't have a following, you have to have a real good material." And I said, that makes sense. So I worked on getting a good material, and I've been like all across the states looking for stuff. With I hung out with an artist at my school, so we kind of like drew it up like True Religion have that contrast stitching. So I have like a real good design and a good material, and so that was the brand. I said, Gold Setter, let's go with this. I'm gonna start coming out with other stuff, but that was just like my signature stuff.
And man, I'm telling you, that the sweatsuit is really nice.
Yeah.
That's my Saturday uniform. I look forward to Saturday to put that on. It feels good, especially during the wintertime. It's so warm, and it kind of like hugs your body. And it's really good. Honestly, I'm telling you, the material I never felt any material like that before. It really feels good. So now with that, do you have women clothing too, or just men right now?
See, women buy that stuff unisex, and right now, see the reason why I'm selling clothes a lot, because every time I drive Lyft sometimes, and when I drive Lyft, I keep one sweatsuit in the car, I keep a copy of my book in the car, and I hand everybody my business card, and I always tell them, I'm not telling you to buy it, but just look at it, take this card, and pass it out to somebody. So even if somebody don't buy my stuff, they're going to know about it. And so when you hand out like 500 business cards in a month, that's 500 people to know about your stuff. And whether they go on my YouTube channel and they look at some fitness videos, or they when my book come out, some people may buy my book, they're gonna start like getting the word. Okay, this is Dr. Bashar Vance. He has, because my fitness videos on YouTube is videos that you can work out and you don't have to necessarily use weights. And I did all that stuff when COVID was happening. So it was pretty much I started out doing educational videos, but once I really understood that my strength was fitness, I put everything strictly to fitness and then start branding myself called a Goal Setter. So I changed in the 155, that's my weight class. Because I've been wrestling 155 since 157 pounds in college, and I've been fighting 155 pounds. So I just Goal Setter 155. So when people start following me, they start knowing, all right, Goal Setter 155. And that's how they can track me.
Yeah, and we got the link to his actual clothing store, www.goldsetter.com. Scrolling at the bottom, you go there and you just click on shop, and you can purchase some of his merchandise. So now that you have your mobile gym, and you still running your cleaning business, correct?
I'm running a cleaning business, but it's coming to a halt. So I told my friend, I told him he can buy it from me. So he's trying to buy it from me right now. So it's like I'm down to cleaning 2 buildings. But at one time, I was cleaning about 10 buildings, going all over the place. Like I was working too hard.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
but now you're gonna try to go. You're going full time into your mobile business and into your apparel business.
Yeah, but I still teach. I teach. So I teach all boys. So that's
wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, okay. I teach at an all boys school, Baltimore Collegiate School for Boys. So I do that. But the good thing is they had me teaching phys ed, so I'm real strong at that area, and that's kind of how the YouTube channel came, because once when the COVID thing happened, and I had to do lesson plans, we had to do everything on Zoom, and I said, well, if you don't do your job, if you teach a resource, they can get rid of you. So I'm like, well, listen, I want to do something good, so I said, let's start doing stuff that they can do in their house, and I looked at Billy Blinks. Billy Blinks used to have the Tabo.
I remember that Tabo, yeah.
Yeah, so I said, well, I don't think my kids would do Tabo, but they could do a circuit training activity. Because when I was in recreation and parks, I used to train.
What's a circuit training?
Okay, circuit training is like if you do stations of exercises. So I have these kids do stations of exercises for every 30 seconds, and they have a 60-second break. And they may do 10 exercises. So they may do about 15 minutes of exercises, but they then did like 10 exercises working their whole body. So they may do squats for 30 seconds, and they may do push-ups for 30 seconds. And then they may do like jumping jacks. So they kind of working their whole body out. So they kind of like, the kids look forward to real good workouts. And some kids, one kid, if they're real flexible, they real talented, I actually let them do a YouTube video and give them a sweatsuit. So,
Okay.
so it kind of, I do stuff to keep them motivated and things like that. So that kind of,
Okay.
it works out for me in a sense.
So how are your businesses now that we know about your businesses? How are your businesses going for you now? Have they taken off? Are you meeting your goals with your businesses so far?
It's up and down because all right, the clothing when I first came out, I was selling like water, but I was selling to people who I knew.
Mm.
And now and then I start finding customers that actually like my material. So the people that like my material, they buy one sweatsuit in every color. But
Mm.
my challenges right now is I've noticed a lot of women was buying my clothes just because of the material, the design and the material.
Mm.
So now when you ask me that I was coming out for women's stuff, in the summertime, I'm coming out with some biker sets just because a lot of customers have been asking me, like ladies who said, well, can you get biker sets in the summertime? And I said, okay, I work on that. So now I've been saving the money, reinvesting back into the business. But my problem is I'm in a city where the income is not high.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to find customers with the income to buy the product. But it's one of the things like if people like it good enough, but right now with COVID happening and people out of job, the income is just not right there. So I have to get into places where my product is going to sell. That's the issue and the challenge I'm facing. So it's pretty much I have to push it. I talk to a lot of people about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So now you need to get more on you need to get your sales up from what I understand.
Yeah. So right now I have not had any internet sales. All my sales have been like customers that someone has heard about it, word of mouth, or they felt or saw the product. And even sometimes when I talk to people that can buy it, they might not necessarily take my word on it. They have to see it first. So I'm sometimes going to them, pushing it. Like it's in the store, but the people that has bought the product from the store has been people that I actually told about it and they went to the store to see it because when I'm driving.
It wasn't organic. You didn't get anything organic.
Correct. So I've been
reading. They were going to buy anyway, and you just sent them there. Okay. All right. So what type of so this is the stuff that as entrepreneurs that we can now help our brother with. Now, and if you want to call in and help, I know we got some supermarketers in the Appliance Boot Camp. If you want to call in and give the brother some advice, he go to the chat right here, and we're going to try to help him increase his online sales. Now, as far as online sales, are you doing any like Facebook marketing? I know you have the YouTube channel, but I don't know how much you push your sales on YouTube. I looked at some of the videos. I didn't see the actual. I saw the fitness. I didn't see much on pushing the sales for your uniform. Are you doing any? Are you focusing a lot more on the fitness or a lot more on the sales right now?
Yeah, see, that's my problem. Like right here, I am literally. I'm getting ready to show you.
Mm-hmm.
When I started reading business books, I was reading stuff like David Ramsey, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Intelligent Investor. So I was learning about money. I'm just starting to learn right now about pushing stuff online. So I got research on that. So that's like a whole new, and even my master's in sports administration, but that was 2007. So right now I'm learning how to do online sales. So I'm totally new to it.
Okay. All right. I'm learning some of online sales now. I'm not the master of online sales, but what I'm starting to notice, um, the people who have uh, bought your apparel, were they people who were actually uh, in the gym, like gym rats, or these just people just for style and whatnot? So we got to find out who your customer is right now.
See, the people that's brought my apparel were people that brought it for style. But I eventually want to get to people that's buying my apparel for fitness. So I'm going to go with different material, different products. But this is how I had to get out there.
Okay, so if they buy it, when you selling it online, you you think they're gonna buy it for the fitness part, but if they buy it for the style, You need to find out what was it so much about the style that they liked, and you need to push more down that route. Because that's how you're gonna get more, catch more of those fish. Because that's the bait that they bite. Um, so if they bought it for as the style, did they like the stitching of it? They like the because I love the different the bright colors of the stitches and all that. It's just something I had never seen before.
Yeah, they like the
I
stitching and they like the material.
okay,
It's been actually other clothing companies online that's been contacting me trying to get my vendor and everything like that, trying to find out how I did that, whatever. So
okay. All right.
yeah,
So with that, I would do the fitness, but the whole time I'm doing fitness, I would actually be talking about the material, how you can move in it, and it doesn't wrinkle, and how tight it feels, and how well it make your muscles feel. I guess when you're working out, I don't work out as much. Just I would constantly do that to keep pushing those sales.
yeah,
I know sometimes, especially for us as African Americans, we sometimes we look at sales as being a little sleazy, that we don't want to ask for the money and don't want to push for the sales. But you're gonna have to push it and tell people to go buy. Like I tell people, and I get ready to tell them now. We got a description where you can buy online popcorn. If you buy that popcorn, it helps to create jobs for the high school kids. And when I'm saying that, I know a lot of people are that. I'm telling y'all my secrets now, so so I might not sell more popcorn, but it is true. I know it plays on some of the values of why the people come to the course. People come to the course. They want to create jobs for the kids in their neighborhood. They want to create jobs for their family and friends. So I emphasize that. Go to our description. You can click on the link. You can buy popcorn. And then I always say, when you buy that popcorn, it helps provide jobs for high school kids in the community. It helps me to create other jobs and come out and teach you how to start more businesses. I know people want to start more businesses, and I know they want to get the popcorn business and the ice cream pop. So I do that. It's not just so me telling them, I want y'all to go buy my popcorn. I'm giving them a reason why to buy the popcorn. So
yeah.
you,
That's one thing I like because once I do well in the gym business and everything, when I start fighting, my initial goal is there's a lot of trainers. So if I can get a building and just partner with people and have a big sportsplex, I can create jobs for other trainers to train people in. And right now, I'm going to give someone a job to sell my clothes somewhere else. So that's I like that part of it. That's
okay.
the good part. In fact.
Yeah, so just do stuff like that. I'm learning a lot more. Stuff that I never thought that I never thought that I would be an influencer. But I'm noticing just simple stuff that happens. Like now, this is a brother that makes these watches. I'm gonna do a review on him, Tally and Twine. He makes these watches, and you can get the bands. And like I have one watch head, but the bands come apart, and you can buy a bunch of different color bands. So
Oh,
different clothes, I can get like it come apart. For different clothes, I can get the different bands and just the headpiece. So
oh,
you know
that's
how
nice.
you can watch it. But what happened? I'm seeing people popping up with this watch at ABC, and I'll be like, "You like that? Yeah, I saw you with the watch on." And these guys looking at what I got on and going to go buy it. So you do the same thing. If you get your channel up and popping, people are looking to see what you got on. I'm seeing people coming here with the same. I'm looking to see people got the same drill like that. They got the same. They got the same actual. They got the same actual meter that I have. They want to get everything I have. You could do the same thing. If you start getting a YouTube channel and constantly just showing up with your stuff on, it'll take off.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, you're good that way. How about with your fights? Do you have any? Do y'all have like big promotions when you fight?
See, the thing was this whole. Let me show you. This what happened with me. Oh man, you see it in the camera.
Uh huh.
All right, so that's the camera right here.
Yeah.
I got this drawn up before I even
Uh
won my belt. So the whole logo, everything. So
huh.
I didn't have my clothes at the time. So
Oh wow.
it was a dream. I drew it, and the book, everything, everything I'm doing. I drew it up in my head, and I said, all right, I have to work to make this happen. And when I drew it up, I showed my coach. I said, listen, this is the vision, and he said, let's make it happen. So none of this stuff, it wasn't even out when I started fighting. It was like, I want this to happen because I said the hard part, I got the doctorate, so let's be a doctor fighter. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna work at getting it. So I did it, and so like now at my fights, I'd be able to promote it. But at the time when I was like fighting, I'm still fighting. Like I just fought on Street Beefs, but I didn't bring I brung my stuff, but I just didn't really try to push it there. But at the time, I just wasn't out yet.
Okay. Who are some YouTubers that actually does what kind of what you're doing that might have a larger platform than you?
I mean, Logan Paul probably do because he's a YouTuber. He just fought on the floor.
But Logan got he's now a major celebrity now. If I was you, I would actually look for somebody who have maybe about 20, maybe 30,000 YouTube subscribers. At that point in time, they haven't gotten so much of they haven't gotten to the point where they I don't want to say big head, but it is somewhat of a big head. Once you get somewhere close to about 100,000, usually those YouTubers are a lot harder to get in contact with because those are a lot more guarded of their actual platform, and they don't want to just bring somebody on and think something's going to happen because that's have really became their way they make money. But somebody who got like 30,000, 25, 30,000 YouTube followers, they really haven't cracked into where they're making a lot of money, and they just look for content. I would look for somebody like that and go on and go on their channel because they have more of the people of your actual buyers when you get there.
Someone talked about me positive on that channel. Calvin Ford, that's Javante Davis boxing coach. He actually wore one of my sweatsuits.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he wore the black one. He talked real positive about me on this channel.
Oh wow! Do you have the video?
Yeah, I can send it to you.
Get the video and cut that up and put that like an intro into your into when you get ready to do your videos and stuff. And where you got people doing that, giving you you got celebrities like that. I will cut that video up and put it in there.
Yeah, let me give him his props because when I fought for my belt, he helped train me. Because so when I was fighting for my championship belt, I told him, I said, because he's from Baltimore, we're in the same area. I said, look, I'm going to fight for a belt. And he said, we're coming to the gym in the morning time, and I get him some work. And so he had me, when I went to the gym in the morning, he would always have me somebody to spar in the morning time. I would have to go to the boxing gym and then the MMA gym late at night. So I was training like a couple times a day when I won my belt.
Okay, that's great. That's great. All right. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the chat, and like I said, if you'd like to come on, and we got some master social media marketing people. If you'd like to give the brother some advice, we'll love that. But we're gonna read some of the stuff we got in our chat. All right. We'll start off. We got Greg B. Hey, what's going on, Greg? All right, we got THC Appliance Repair. Hey, how you doing? All right. Hey, how you doing, Donnie Madden? Picture Man. Good evening, Mike and ABC fans. Shout out to the guest. That's Dr. Ramsey. Dr. Vance. Sorry, Dr. Vance.
Thank you.
All right. Sean C. Hey, how you doing? And they say, hey, how you doing, Dr. V?
How y'all doing?
All right. Elgin Washington. Hey, how you doing? Warren Davis. Hey, how you doing, Warren? Hey, how you doing, Terry the electrician? All right. Hey, how you doing, SQ Services LLC? Welcome, family.
How you doing?
All right. Elgin Washington says he's on the last few lectures for ABC course. Thanks, man. I'm wishing you luck when you get out there. Paul Brown. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Okay. All right. We got my apps. Hey, how you doing? 89 Dr. Funk.
How you doing?
All right, we got DCNL, and he said, "What's up, Dr. Vance?"
How you doing? Thank you.
All right. Yeah, they say they know it's hard to get rid of that Hellcat.
yeah, it was hard. It was hard. But it was a relief when I didn't get that had that car payment no more.
Yeah, Tom Braxton say good content. Thanks. Yeah, they laughing at that 650 a month treat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I done the same thing. I went and bought a car. Same thing. I wanted a car. Just I wanted a fast car for a little bit and just play with it, take it to the
Yeah.
track. I bought it, and I think 2 miles up the road, I got it out my system. I said, man, I want my money back.
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
after about 2 miles, 3 miles up the road, and about 110 miles per hour, I said, I'm done. I got it out my system. Hey, how you doing, BK from the Rockies? All right. Decent enough say you're a hustler for real. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Terry the electrician say he loved his brother already.
Thank you.
All right. All right. 89 Dr. Funk. He said when he was driving today running calls, he was thinking about how powerful a marketing vehicle, Lyft and Uber can be with talking to people.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
well, yeah. I actually thought about getting one of them and actually let me pay to like put a wrap or just put magnets on their cars. With my business on there, 'cause they running everywhere, and just giving them, especially the ones that's around here. I'm going to give them like coupons to actually bring people to the ice cream parlor and whatnot.
Oh yeah. That's good.
Hey, when somebody get in your car and they new around here, just give them this for the ice cream parlor.
Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah, about how many you do lift like in between within the day and whatnot?
I was doing it at nighttime. I would do it like once I finish training, I might do it like 2 hours at night, and it was getting me sales because it was just like,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I mean, sometimes you may get a lift ride to go to another state, so
Uh-huh.
that's a long time to talk to someone, and
Uh-huh.
you handed them your business card, they're gonna tell somebody else about it. So
Man, that might
yeah,
be that
yeah,
might be the lick because
because
you're getting paid by lift and you're getting a chance to get in front of the customer and get another sale.
yeah, because it let me start getting sales outside of Baltimore. So I've sold in South Carolina, New York, Philadelphia. It's just for just being out there like that. Because when they feel the material, was selling my stuff, it's a material, and then people know it's a story behind the logo. So when they see those two things together, then they look at it, then they go look on my social media stuff. They say, "Oh, I might buy this." So, but a guy gave me another guy reached out to me, and what he did, he told me, see my business card. He told me put my clothes on it on one spot.
Uh-huh.
So the clothes is on.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
And then on the other side, I have the book on there.
Right.
The book. So he kind of gave me that idea. He just had he has a book out too.
Mm-hmm.
So he gave me that idea. So the idea, it kind of helped because at first I had just a one-sided business card.
Yeah, that brings up a good thing. What he just said, on your business card, you got the front, but you also got the whole back. You can put something on. You can put you need to do that on your business card. Good thing to bring up. You put some type of offer or some type of coupon, or like him, he's marketing his clothes and everything. So use both sides of your business card. All right. We got Dee Johnson. I don't want to be ungrateful, Mike, but what can I read to start understanding electricity and how it works? Just go on YouTube, and you can type in basic electricity. Learning electricity is not that hard, but it's something you're going to have to study. Monday, that's what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about uh, uh, thinking versus guessing. Right now, we're doing very well, but we having a lot of people who are saying they thinking, but they really guessing. So I'm gonna do that show on Monday about just gonna be. I got basic scenarios where people have called me, and I'm gonna go over the actual troubleshooting, how I troubleshooted with them over basic electrical stuff, and at the customer house. So those people, I'm gonna the actual screenshots and stuff that you all sent me. I'm gonna make it so nobody know who you are. But we're just gonna go over simple stuff that y'all have sent me text messages to, or just different emails on how I help you all fix stuff, and just show you all how not to be guessing and how to use your meter. So you shouldn't have to guess at anything. Everything here, I take that back. If you get something got a communication error, it's going to be a guess which board is bad because we have no way to tell which one is actually bad. And but on majority of the stuff that we fix, you shouldn't have to guess. You're supposed to know that it's bad or not. So we're gonna go over that on Monday. We're gonna start getting a little bit more technical on Monday. All right. All right. They got old Fitz. Hey, how you doing? All right. Tone Baxter. I needed this inspiration today. Thank you, brother. Okay. Thanks. I appreciate it. All right. We got old Fitz Mike. Have you heard know the YouTube channel David Never Sleep? To have him interview you on the show about appliance boot camp. Yeah. I watch a lot of his interviews. He's good. Yeah, I would love to get on there, but like I say, uh, they're a huge they're a huge channel now. They interview. I saw he interviewed Grant Cardone and people like that. So for me to get on there, we're still making a lot of noise, but we still got a little bit more to go. And I don't think I still got a little bit more to go. I'll just say it like that. All right, hey, not Dr. Funk. Engineering mindset. That's what he said. Go there, hey, not Dr. Funk. So they have some great videos. Okay, that's good stuff. Okay, my apps. Here goes something they gave you. Say, have you considered putting your clothing on Pinterest for marketing to women? Also, consider getting an Instagram influencer to do a paid post for your gear. What
Yeah.
is the selling proposition? Okay.
Yeah, I did that and it worked for me. I'm gonna tell you how I did that out of doing a lift ride. It was a young lady. She was a rapper. And so she had a huge Instagram following. So I didn't know. I just picked it up and I handed the card, and she said, "Well, I'm a local artist. I have a big following." And so so I said, "Well, can you wear my gear? Market it for me." And the thing was, the color that I gave her, that one color, I'm not going to bulk order that to next season, but because she decided to do that for me, I got her whatever color she wanted, and I got her like this pink color. It was real dope. So yeah,
Okay.
I've done that. That's
Okay.
what so that's another thing that kind of helped me sell, because I've started giving my stuff to influencers like Calvin Tank Coach. I gave him one.
Mm.
Like a lot of big name people, like locally, I gave them an outfit so they can market it for me.
Okay. There you go. All right. Now, do you DCNL say he's taking notes? Do you have like a mentor, somebody who's currently in the business that you're doing, that's actually might be giving you some insights?
That's my issue. They're successful in this business right now. No, I don't. So I'm just like learning
Okay.
stuff from books and watching videos and things like that.
Okay. All right. That's the first thing we need to go find now. We gotta find you a mentor in online clothing sales. Um, I don't really know anybody who does online clothing sales.
Hmm.
Trying to think real quick because they can I can tell you basic stuff and you're gonna get basic stuff in the books you read. The stuff that you read in the books is just gonna be very basic stuff that's common to all business. But you're gonna have some stuff that's specific to your business that only people who are doing your business are gonna actually know. Um, so you definitely gotta find that. Who have you bought any clothing offline before? Um,
Yeah, all the time. But when I buy clothing offline, it's like it's only a couple type of clothes I really wear, so I know about the product already. Like this,
is it like it's not some major designer like no polo or nothing like that? Or
yeah, I bought polo offline.
oh, okay. So you never like someone like you who doing custom apparel. You never went to and bought anything they're offering. Um,
No, no, I haven't.
all right. I know of some young guy up in uh up in Philadelphia. I know he's doing a lot of T-shirts and stuff like that. But he has a physical location too. Trying to think if anybody know anybody who sells big a lot of stuff online. Put their name in the chat because you can even if you don't get to them, you can go and just start looking at their information. Kind of like people here. We have a lot of people who haven't purchased appliance boot camp, but they come here every time and look at all the videos, and just by looking at the videos, they're able to have success in appliance repair. You can actually just start following them and looking at everything that they do. and you can actually start to mimic some of the stuff and get some success. 89 Dr. Funk. With Instagram, you can get some male and female models to wear your gear and have a website link to your bio so people can click and go buy. Okay, thanks. We appreciate
Okay.
it. Okay.
Thank you.
How are you need for Fiverr? Okay, there you go. That's because we don't read. My
Okay.
app. Doctor, also consider vertical integration of your products, like Mike is saying. All your businesses should promote each other.
Okay.
Um, yeah, that's and you're kind of doing that now with your fitness and taking your fitness and you selling your apparel and all, and then it goes into your MMA fight.
Yeah, but I'm like I said, some of the stuff I'm just starting to learning. So like some of the stuff they're saying, I started doing that like this year because when I came out, this stuff was stuff I didn't know. Like I've only been on Instagram for probably about maybe a year, like a little over a year now.
Okay. Um,
And I'm
Let me ask you this. How about is there a lot of people who's maybe you might could take the route of a lot of people who's trying to do like you're doing because you have a belt already, right?
yeah, about yep.
A lot of people might be wondering how they can actually get started into MMA fighting and get a belt. Maybe do that on your journey there. Tell your story. Um,
Okay.
because that's the interesting part. I like to see how you train and how you got going there. Just do that because you have then you probably then would catch catch your customers because what happens you have a lot of people who have that same interest that you'll be talking about, and so they won't necessarily see you pushing the apparel behind them. They'll see you pushing the actual MMA fighting and stuff, and the apparel come in kind of the back door of them buying it because they just following what you say. So
Well,
I might would do that. I honestly would put that journey out there.
it's already out there, but
It is.
it's not on my channel. Yeah, it's a documentary called "Gold Set of Backstory" on YouTube. So if
Who
you put,
wrote it?
huh?
Who done it?
Girl named Danielle Jones.
She
I
got it
can,
on her channel.
yeah, she have it on hers.
Uh, yeah, if I was you, I would take it and I would put it on your channel
Hmm.
and just come in and that it'll be easy because you still training, right?
Yeah, I'm still training, still
Oh
competing.
yeah, good Lord, yeah, there you go. Okay, so there you go. Just turn the camera on with you training and
Okay.
and show your day to day. Because what
Mhm.
happens, we think what we're doing is something nobody else cares about. We think it because we do it so much and becomes a routine. We think nobody else cares, nobody wants to see it. But there's a lot of people who would like to see that, and then you ain't got to be worried about no content. It's easy. Then just turn the camera on and you show them how you, I guess how you do the heavy bag. You tell them how you doing your heavy bag and why you doing your heavy bag that way
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
go through everything you doing that day and just put it on YouTube and be consistent. Cause that's all I do. What I talk about and what I do is just what I'm doing throughout the day. I don't have to think about topics because I just turn the camera on what I do today. Then I talk about what I done the day. And you don't have to worry about no topics, and you'd be surprised at the people who like to see that.
Yeah.
So I would do that, and then once you get that, you get it, and you get a following about that then you can bring your apparel in. You can tell them why you like wearing this, why you training and stuff. And I think I would go that way. Go that way,
Mhm.
because then you'll have people who you'll be bringing in people who thinking like you, who talk in your language, and it's a lot easier to sell that than me. It looks good, but Lord knows I ain't on my bad elbow. I ain't gonna be fighting nobody.
Yeah.
You'll fight nobody. But
Yeah.
yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, Ramsey? Ramsey, hey, Mike, and say, what's up, bro? I'm proud of your grind. It's a joy to watch our businesses grow. Yeah, their whole family is doing it.
Yeah.
Their whole family is doing it. And that's his brother, if you didn't know. All right, Aaron, hey, how you doing? Mike losing weight. I'm trying to. I'm cutting out. I need to get in the gym and start running and exercising. But I cut out a lot of the junk food. We've had in the past couple of months, we've had several alumni and stuff that be sick, and and it was an eye opener for me. So I want to get better. So I'm actually cutting out some of the sodas and all that stuff. Okay, Terry the electrician say that pink Joan the sister's wearing on your Facebook page is fire. Okay, they're checking you
Yeah,
out.
that's the rapper. So if you go on her page or her Instagram page, if you go on my Instagram, the Ghost at Apparel, my Instagram, you'll see her and look at her profile. She raps. She has like 15 to 16,000 followers.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one you
Yeah.
need. Yeah. Okay. Um, Jay Haywood, Mike, I'm in Raleigh. What's the name of your ice cream shop? It's old fashioned ice cream, and I'm gonna put the address in it in the chat here, and you can just come on out. We be open tomorrow from 1 to 5. I mean 1 to 9, and I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow from 1 to 5. So if you come there and you get bad service, it's because I'm there behind the counter tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow from 1 to 5. The young man who normally does my openings, and through the day he's on vacation today and tomorrow, so I'm actually covering for him. The kids are still in school, so the kids can't get there till the afternoon. All right. All right. Terry the electrician say he loved what you're doing and just sent you a friend request on Facebook and he subbed to your channel. Okay. Yeah, go sub to his channel if you hadn't already.
Yeah, I accept it.
Okay. All right. Hey, how you doing, Lawrence Jones? Hey, Mike, when will the ice cream course be available? That's the one who's coming up. I'm gonna do it, have it out here probably around about May, June. And I'm gonna be pushing that a little bit harder the next couple of months. So I wanted to make sure we could get to the springtime, and I could go all the way through the winter, the fall and the winter. We've done that. The sales don't pick back up. So that ice cream parlor business is about to come out.
Might have a question to ask you.
Go ahead.
How much should, when you just start, and should you spend on marketing, and how much should you spend on advertisement?
Marketing and advertising.
Yeah.
Okay. Marketing and advertising is pretty much going to be about the same thing, unless you talk about branding. Branding is going to be something totally different. But marketing and advertising is going to be pretty much the same thing. Depending on your
saying that, but like some of my YouTube videos, if you look at it, some of them I do myself, and sometimes I pay a video person to do it. So that's what I consider like the advertising part. Sometimes I hire a cameraman or a video person, and then it's people that's real good at marketing where they can help me grow my IG and my Facebook, all that. So that's what I'm looking at. Two separate people.
Two separate. Okay. Yeah. It's two different mediums that you're using. It'd be just like if it still will fall up under marketing. You know,
Okay.
you can send out postcards. That's marketing, or you can buy. You can use your website. That's marketing, or you do like you pay somebody to come and advertise it. It's still gonna go under marketing.
Okay.
With that, it's gonna be pretty much under your industry. Each industry is gonna be a little bit different. Some
Okay.
industry like we have with appliance repair is little to no marketing because you can use third party warranty companies. I don't have to get my name out there. Versus the ice cream parlor, now I got to do marketing 2 months before I open. So once I'm open, people know I'm there. So that's gonna be a totally different one. And you'll learn that by actually if you had a mentor in your business, they can actually tell you what that amount would be. But it's gonna be different for different businesses. Some businesses you don't have to do any marketing at all. You just show up and you out there running. Or some of them you have to market heavy. And your apparel business is one you're gonna have to market a lot. You got to
Okay.
put a lot of money in marketing into that.
Okay.
Unless you was already some influencer where you can just show up with the merchandise on and people automatically buy.
No, it's not like that.
You don't know. I thought the same thing until people start asking me. People start asking me. They would zoom in on stuff that I had on. They asked me where I got it from, and I can't dress, Lord knows. And they asked me, and I started seeing people showing up with it. It's kind of like with Jay Z and then when they first started rapping, they said they would put on like the iceberg and stuff. and then they wear it one time, then they show up to the next concert, everybody got it on, and they say they're putting it on because we doing it, and then that's when they realized they had to do rocker wear. But the same thing, I realized that I started seeing people show up with it, and then I'll never forget the time I had some shirts. I redone my shirts and stuff too, so I'm gonna be marketing my hats and shirts too for my business. But I'll never forget I had these shirts I was selling from Teespring, and I always look at WWHVAC even before we had started talking. And I'll never forget I go look at his show one time, his YouTube, and he got my shirt on. And I was like, wow, I'm a WWHVAC. His channel is a lot bigger than mine. I said, he got my shirt on. So you never know who's watching and who's actually who's picking that up.
Okay, okay.
Hey, how you doing, Dale Scott? Uh, my app, Dr. Vance. Look at how Fat Farm and Fubu started, getting them on Visible People rapping. Yeah, that's what you're saying. Get them off somebody who has some already
Okay,
have influence.
okay.
All right. Greg B. Okay. Fly Canuck. I never heard of them, but Greg B. say he's one. He's from Dallas, Texas. Look him up on Facebook. He sells a lot of stuff online.
Okay, okay. Let me write that down.
Um, yeah, it's another guy with JT who does a lot of screen printing. I don't know if he sells his stuff online or he screen print for other people, but he does a lot of screen printing. I forget his
Okay.
name. Yeah, I would him. If I was you, I'll probably just just send them an email. You'd be surprised. With social media now, you can just send people an email. Look at the clothing brand in Jesus' name. I play. I haven't seen that. Maybe a good model. Also, how often are you scheduling your social media posts?
I just when somebody send me something, I just post it. It's
Oh,
not really scheduled.
oh, you okay? That is something good too. You're gonna have to plan that. That's part of your marketing plan. You're gonna have to post so many times on social media. It gets to be it gets to be nuisance, but you're gonna have to post, and you have to get to a point where you're gonna have to set out a time where you're gonna be consistent, where you coming on, even if you're the only, you might have one or two people there with you when you come on, but you're gonna have to start coming on.
Okay.
Um, uh, like for instance, years ago when I was on Facebook, I was actually going doing the Facebook Live and stuff like that. Even though I got beat up about it, I could not believe how many people now are actually going back looking at my old videos that I had on Facebook years and years ago, and they actually liking it now. Those videos now are doing better than my new videos.
Hmm.
So you put that stuff out there, you'd be surprised people go back and look at it, and it actually become hit records afterwards. And also, like I do here now, every Monday and Thursday, I know what time the people know what time I'm gonna come on, and they know I'm gonna be here. And you always make sure that you do that, and that'll get your social media going too.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Um, Segophonics, Earn Your Leisure has good videos on selling merch. Yeah, I think David was selling merchandise too. Yeah,
All right, Alicia.
yeah. Okay.
I'm writing some of the stuff down. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. So okay, he Fly Conic. He switched the C to K. Okay. That's what Greg B said. He switched it up. All right. No problem. Okay. Yeah. Spoken in. Stan Banks. Yeah. That's a guy named uh with uh JT Stan Banks. Okay. All right. Now we're coming up to the end of our hour. Like I say, the young lady, I'm being mindful of the time. I'm being mindful of Dr. Van's time also. I want to thank everybody for joining in. If you know somebody who got business, I want to thank the alumni. Y'all gave great advice. Coming in and helping us with getting his business up, and hopefully we can get those online sales on. And even with me, I'm gonna be taking y'all advice too, because I gotta do some online sales of some of my merchandise that I'm gonna be having out here in the storefront. But I want to thank everybody for watching. What we're gonna start doing on Monday, I'm gonna be start doing a little bit more some of the technical stuff, kind of like the best of people who I'm gonna do that on Monday. Stuff people had called in, and I helped walk them through, and just show you how you can easily just walk through a lot of the repairs. A lot of repairs is not really that hard. It's, mainly just taking your time and just thinking and not guessing. So we're gonna do that on Monday. And going forward, if somebody like to come on, especially if you got an appliance repair business, I don't know every business. If it's a business I've been in, I can help you with. But definitely, if you got an appliance repair business or electrical contracting business, call in if you're having problems meeting your goals and stuff, and we definitely can help you with the appliance repair business. So if you're somebody who have an appliance repair business and you just can't hit your numbers and just can't hit your goals, and you're not getting the success that all these brothers are you saying getting, please call, hit me up, and I get you on, and we'll help you. We can easily turn your appliance repair business around. If you got business that we haven't done before, we can give you basic flyover stuff, but we don't know the actual nuts and bolts to make your business run. But if you got a appliance repair business that you having problem with, call in. We definitely can get that straightened out for you. Once again, I want to thank you, Dr. Vance, for coming on. We really appreciate it, man. And
Thank
if you
you for
haven't
having me.
already, go to the actual goal setters. You got it scrolling by. Go by there, goalsetterco.com, and actually purchase some merchandise. And I'll let you have the final word.
Thank y'all for having me on. This was a pleasure. Like it was a real pleasure. I learned a lot, so I'm gonna apply what I learned. I took notes also. So thank y'all.
All right, thanks. Once again, I want to thank everybody for coming in, and I want to thank Ramsey too, your brother. He brought me. He came to the appliance boot camp, and he said he had a present for me. He gave me that sweatsuit, and
Yeah.
and uh, and uh, and I did not realize how good it wore. I put it on. Yeah, I got it in one of my videos. I'm wearing it, but I wear it every Saturday, so everybody know what I'm gonna put on Saturday. So it became my favorite sweatsuit. I really love it. I really love it. So,
Thank
all
you.
right, thank you. Thank y'all again for actually tuning in, and I'll talk to you all later.